Hi there, this is Philip again with my Visual Basic Programming Challenge for Chapter 6. This week we were expected to create a hospital bill program which basically calculated the price of a stay in the hospital. This required the declaration of a constant value of $3,500, which is the cost for a day, as well as asking for user input for a variety of just different costs that could be added. So we're going to jump right in and take a look at the code, and then I'll show you that the program does indeed run. Okay, so jumping into the code. So essentially, my application this week had three buttons. The calculate button, excuse me, that was my cell phone. The calculate button, the reset button, and then of course the exit button to close the program out. Um, so, one of the taking a look at the calculate button. So I have my constant daily rate declared as a decimal. I have a string to hold the results and then to put those into a box or a label. And then, of course, I have the double total, which is how we're going to calculate our result. So the input that it asked for days stayed. I decided to go with a decimal in case the hospital wanted to charge for half a day, even though I'm pretty sure they don't do that based on my experience. But essentially, it's going to try to parse that data out into a decimal. In the event that it doesn't work, it's going to throw up a catch and show a message box telling us that we must input a valid numerical value. So it goes ahead and does that for basically all five pieces of data. The days stayed, the medication costs, the lab costs, the rehab cost with a nice kind of point out to the famous song, and then of course the surgery cost. After that, it's going to calculate the double. First off, it's going to start by calculating the cost of the days, and then it's going to add the results. After that, it's going to spit out the results in currency format, and then it's going to put it in the results box. In terms of the clear button, it basically clears out everything, resets the application, and then of course the close button just closes it out. So let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to start by demonstrating that it does throw the error message if you put in the incorrect type of data. So we're going to type in A. Oh, excuse me. Calculate. You must input a valid numerical data. So we're going to go ahead and say that we stayed for 10 days at a cost of $3,500 a day, which is going to equal out to $35,000 when we kind of get our results. Let's say that medication costs were $1,000. And in fact, let's just say everything costs $1,000 just for the sake of the easy math. That way we can check that the program is working. So we calculate. Our total for this cost is $39,000. So we have 35,000 plus 1,000 four times. That's going to equal 39,000. If we click the reset button, that's going to go ahead and reset the application. And finally, to finish up, we click the exit button and everything closes out. That is my project for Chapter 6 of Visual Basic. I continue to enjoy learning about the language and hope that you'll join me next time for my next project. Thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon.